Alicia Mackay, what's on your mind?
World domination.
Really? I thought it was me sitting across the table from you.
No, I got a bit of that last night and that was nice.
That's enough.
I'm done.
You finished with that. Move on.
No, world domination is what's on my mind. So I had this amazing conversation on LinkedIn Live with Dr. Max McKeown.
Yeah.
And Max was talking about the international perception of New Zealand and talking about how the world's all about us at the moment, right? Like, we're so cool right now. We're the thing. And we're the thing because
New Zealand, that is.
We've been amazing in a leadership sense in the way that we've responded to the pandemic. And we acted quickly and we acted bravely, and our society's responded in this aligned, united, incredible way.
Yeah. So when you say we, it's not just the government or Jacinda Ardern, it's like society.
It's the New Zealand way. And that was his phrase. He said something about the New Zealand way. And I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since he said it.
So join the dots then between that leadership thing that New Zealand does and world domination.
Yeah. $1 million. No, so I've been thinking about what does it look like if we take this New Zealand way and we can, what if we thought of New Zealand as the leadership capital of the world? What if this was the place that everybody looked to understand how to make good decisions and how to lead well? And what does that mean for us? Because one of the questions I had on my LinkedIn Live with Max was from a guy who said, okay, so if we're better now, if we're awesome now all of a sudden, how do we leverage that? What do we do with that?
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since. And so my initial response was, well, hey, one of the big challenges we've had from an economy standpoint and from a society standpoint is that we've always been a farming country, right?
Yeah.
So we've had this dependence on
I get you.
the doing.
So there's this kind of like, let's export something beyond milk or butter.
Yes.
Let's actually export leadership.
Yeah, because our primary export's still pretty raw. Like, we're very unfinished raw stuff, and we send it away, and it's labour intensive, and it's not sustainable for our environment, which is one of the most special things about us. It's not sustainable from an economic standpoint. Our productivity's going like this year on year because we're not lifting on the knowledge economy
So
front.
can I have an angle on this?
Please.
So there could be hubris here, right?
Yeah.
So you remember maybe when, I think it was the first Iraq War or whatever it was called, Desert Storm, whatever. And America went, let's export our freedom to the Middle East. They need our freedom.
Yeah.
And that didn't really work, right? And so I think there's something about there will be, now I don't want to pop the bubble, I think I'll maybe just have a little bit. But
well, now I'm automatically like,
no, because I'm thinking it's like, where there's a readiness in society, because you remember we had like everyone's going, oh, we need our Jacinda. Can we have your Jacinda? And we're going, no. You elect your own.
You need your own.
Maybe your system won't elect a Jacinda.
You're not ready.
And it's kind of like, so where are the organisations, countries that are their society, their culture is like, actually, we're ready for something like that.
Yeah.
That's the place to go and export to.
I reckon it's like yes and. So, so the line that you've said to me before that I love is that you get the leader you deserve or that you get the leader that you're ready for, right? So that's the whole context creates culture, creates leaders. And totally. Yes, and I don't think we need to do the American freedom model of have our thing exactly as it is and transplant it. I think it's more like there's stuff to learn here.
Yeah.
There's stuff to learn about the way we think and the way we make decisions.
That's the frame, right?
Yeah. What do we learn?
So come and say, well, we'll try and unpack what we're doing, which will help us too, because it'll help us see our processes and our way of thinking. But it also might be useful for you. So it's more of a collaborative thing than a do what we do. Right?
Yeah. It's the in and out benefit thing. So it's like, okay, potentially there's some benefits from taking the way we think or the way we do things and talking to other people about that. But also there's some benefits around identity and pride and value for us because New Zealanders, we've got this weird thing. We're kind of like, oh, a bit tall poppy, don't be too cool, like, sit down, don't be too flash. And I remember doing a paper at uni. What was it about? I think it was a music paper, but it was one of those papers where ostensibly it was about music, but actually it was about everything. And we were talking about this lack of a really cohesive New Zealand identity. We were saying, look, we're really new and we're kind of just cobbling it together. Anything we can do to create that matters. And we've got something here.
Yeah, and let's without trying to bottle it, let's try to understand it a bit more deliberately, right? Yeah, I love that. So here, I have a question, right? So I'm listening to this podcast, so I'm watching this podcast.
Is it called What's on Your Mind?
Yeah.
Have you noticed it's on Spotify?
Yeah, it's on Spotify. Oh, stay tuned. What for me, right? So I'm watching Digby and Alicia riff on about some stuff. So what? Why should I care about this New Zealand's awesome leadership thing, right? So why should I care about that?
Yeah, so for that exact reason, right? For this exact question on LinkedIn Live, which is how do we leverage that? How does that add value to us? And it goes, because what if we took a different perspective and a different lens on the way we work with each other, on the way we run our businesses, on the way we decide that we add value and contribute? And that's the big one. So it's all very well going, we've got a Jacinda and Jacinda's amazing. And I know there's a range of views on that one. But it's cool. We've got a Jacinda. Jacinda's amazing. This isn't about having a Jacinda. No. It's about having a New Zealand way and what that means for how we contribute to each other and out there.
Yeah. You got me thinking that I reckon wherever you are and at whatever level you're thinking, there's a question which is, well, what's working for us?
Yeah.
Right? And it might be, as New Zealanders, we go, what's working for New Zealand? What is it that's special about how we're doing this thing? But wherever you are in the world, I think the question is, what's working for you and what can you learn from it?